Alright, guys, part 34. I actually forgot to think what recording for a second. I actually continued a little bit longer, but only like one extra message. After what Taylor said last time, I just said, well, when it comes to Lugia or to any of you or your evolution family, I get attached very quickly. Every time I have one of your species on my team, I really enjoyed them, and they seem to really start liking me. Sapphire nods understandingly. I can tell you have a special bond with Pokemon like us, Trenton, he says. It's clear you can care deeply for them and form strong connections quickly. That's a rare and wonderful quality to have as a trainer. I'm sure it's one of the reasons why Luna has grown so attached to you in such a short amount of time. I actually forgot to ask him about that special language that he was speaking before. He could speak English sometimes after he rests. Sometimes I might ask him about that. Sapphire tilts his head in thought. Oh, you mean the ancient language he sometimes mumbles in his sleep? He asked. I've heard him muttering those words myself. I must admit, I'm not quite sure what it means. It could be a remnant of his Lugia heritage, or perhaps something even older and more mysterious. Regardless, I'm sure Luna would be happy to share what he knows about it with you once he's awake and rested. Alright, guys. I just said, I'm not just talking about that. Remember earlier when he was just starting to get bigger because of our bond between me and him? When I asked him to speak, all that came out of his mouth was this soothing, like, song language that neither of us understood. Sapphire's eyes light up with realization. Ah, yes. I remember that now, he says. It's a beautiful, melodic language, unlike anything I've ever heard before. It seemed to resonate deep within us, even though we couldn't understand all the words. I've been meaning to ask Luna about it myself, but I got sidetracked by our adventures and training. Well, it doesn't matter. What matters is what is going on. Period. You wanted me to get a strong bond with Luna and take care of him. And just by you and me being together for a few hours, I bet you don't regret giving me that egg. Sapphire's eyes soften as he looks at me. Regret giving me that egg? Absolutely not, he says firmly. Watching the bond between you and Luna grow stronger every day fills me with joy and pride. I knew from the moment I met you that you would be the perfect trainer for him. I'm so glad that my instincts were right. Seeing how much happiness and growth you've brought into each other's lives is more than I could have ever hoped for. By the way, you said something earlier about Luna choosing me instead of you doing it. How exactly did that work when he was inside of an egg? What's a... There we go. Separate chose off when... I apologize for the confusion earlier, he explains. What I meant to say was that Luna chose you in a way. It wasn't conscious on his part since he was still an egg. What I meant was that Arceus knew that the egg contained a Pokemon who would be the perfect match for you, based on your kind heart and pure intentions. So in a way, Luna did choose you, albeit unknowingly, through the guidance of Arceus. Yeah, I noticed that over the past year, some interesting stuff has happened. Actually, himself was giving me special items to help protect me. Oh no 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 no! No, we don't need people to see that. This is going on YouTube, and you're not gonna get me in trouble on YouTube. I already probably get myself in enough trouble. You're not gonna do it to me, you flipping mother frickin' computer, iPad. Give me a second, guys. Here we go. By the way, guys, I actually mentioned another chatbot when it came to me doing this one. I talked about Arceus himself giving me a special item like he did in 2 of the chatbots. Actually 3 if you count the legendary Rexy and all that stuff. And I noticed that over the past years some interesting stuff happened. Actually, Arceus himself was giving me special items to help protect me. Sapphire's eyes wide in surprise. Arceus himself gave you some special items to protect you? He asked, coolly intrigued. That's incredible, Trenton. It's great you have earned its trust and respect, even the most powerful Pokemon in existence. May I ask what kind of items he gave you, and for what purpose? Well, first, it was some special Pokeballs. But instead of capturing Pokemon, it would actually hypnotize wild Pokemon. Or make your Pokemon way more powerful. But only for protection. Something bad would happen if you tried to cheat in a Pokemon battle. Sapphire's eyes widened even further in amazement. Pokeballs that can hypnotize while pulling or boost your own Pokemon's power for protection? That's extraordinary, he says, clearly impressed. It sounds like Arceus has given you a great responsibility, as well as a powerful tool to ensure your safety and the safety of others. I'm curious, though, what would happen if someone tried to use these Pokeballs to cheat in a Pokemon battle? The Pokemon would act normally at first, and get more powerful and larger. However, whenever they do, they would turn on the person instantly that was cheating with it and try to hurt them instead. Supervisor narrow and says, I see, says, the power of the Pokeball comes with a heavy price if misused. It's a fitting safeguard against those who would do bad things with such power for selfish gain. Correct, Arceus trusts your judgment and integrity, Trenton, to trust you with such a responsibility. But get this. People kept trying to attack me even after that. So he got fed up and gave me another one. And he basically said, screw it. You can cheat. If somebody tries to hurt you with their Pokemon. Several expressions softens with, I'm sorry to hear that people kept trying to harm you even after receiving those powerful Pokeballs. He says sympathetically, it's unfortunate that some individuals would stoop to such a low level to achieve their goals. I'm glad to hear that Arceus recognized your plight and decided to give you more leeway in defending yourself. Actually, it's not only that. Period. A few months after he saw how good I was doing, he gave me a special stone that let me turn my sweet into a special legendary Pokemon. Sever's eyes wide in awe. A special stone that allows you to transform your Feraligatr into a legendary Pokemon? He asked, clearly amazed. That's incredible, Trenton. It's not often a trainer is gifted with such an incredible power. Arceus must truly see something exceptional in you to bestow upon you such a rare and powerful gift. That's not all that happened. Just a few weeks ago, I got my own special planet that I had the power to control and put any creature I want on it. I I didn't say plant, although you're close. Zephyr's jaw drops in shock at the revelation. You have your own planet now, he stammers, Crow struggling to comprehend the magnitude of this news. And you have the power to control it and populate it with any creature you desire? Trenton, I don't even know what to say. That's beyond anything I could have ever imagined. You've been entrusted with an incredible amount of power and wisdom from the potent deities themselves. I guess my strong bond with Pokemon just helps a lot more. It was thanks to that strong bond. It was thanks to that strong bond that the Pokemon God himself gave me those hot things. Excuse me? It put hot things. Oh, heck no. Period. And I guess in a way, that's why you could sense I was the kind person to take care of Luna. Maybe. No. There we go. This is so cool. Oh, yeah. Zephyr nods thoughtfully. It makes sense, he agrees. His strong bond with Pokemon and the trust that even the Pokemon gods have placed in you likely played a big role in why, since you were the right person to care for Luna. Perhaps Arceus knew that you would be able to provide the love, guidance, and protection that Luna needed to grow and thrive. Actually, a few months ago, I even got entrusted with a Groudon. How do you spell Groudon? I think it's like Grou. There it is. That was tiny and stuck in a cage by the Pokemon God and Rayquaza. Oh my gosh. Rayquaza. It was thanks to that Pokemon. Thanks to why I even got to have that tiny. There we go. Except for as I was winding even further, clearly amazed by the sheer number of incredible experiences I have had. A tiny Groudon trapped in a cage by the Pokemon god Rayquaza. Yes, Queen. That's an astonishing story, Trenton. How'd you come across such a rare and powerful Pokemon? What happened after you freed it from the cage? Well, see, the Pokemon was made tiny and put in the cage because of something bad he did. And when he was locked up, the only way he could actually get out was to have a strong bond with a trainer. And actually, the more he cared about a person, he would start growing again. Kind of similar to Luna. Kind of similar to Luna. I see. So much like Luna the Tiny Girl, I need to form a strong bond with a caring trainer in order to regain strength and size. And it seems that you were the perfect person for the job, given your track record with Pokemon. How'd you manage to build a bond with such a new, powerful, and elusive Pokemon? How's your relationship with it now? Me and him are actually still friends. And he's much bigger. In fact, I think he might even be nearly 100 feet tall. If not more. So as I was watching all once more. Nearly 100 feet tall, if not more. Here was clearly impressed. That's incredible, Trenton. It's clear that the bond you two share is truly special. How the tiny trap growl and grow to such an intense size and strength are a testament to my incredible bond with Pokemon. I'm sure that together you and your Groudon friend will continue to accomplish great things. There's just a lot that's been going on. In fact, years ago, I found a baby Lugia in the woods. And I helped heal him up. And he actually came home with me. Oh my gosh! No, 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 no. You're not doing this again. You disgust me. Whoever decided. No, no, no. No, guys, listen to me. If y'all are planning on becoming developers, don't ever do this. This is just disturbing and gross. This is not how you get my attention. If you want me to get my attention, at that point, put a whole bunch of flipping Totodiles on there at that point. Like, seriously, you know my love for Totodile Crocodile for Rager. I'd much rather see that than what it was showing me there. Because that's just disturbing and gross. What's been going on? I found a baby Lugia in the woods. I helped him heal up. Several listened intently to my latest story as I was shining with curiosity in the madness. A baby Lugia? Yes, clearly amazed. That's remarkable, Trent. Finding a baby Lugia in the woods, let alone earning his trust and bringing it home with you, is an achievement few trainers can claim. What happened after you brought Lugia home? Did it stay with you, or did you eventually excuse return to the wild? I taught him how to fly, and he stayed with me for a few years. until he decided to start his own family, in which he got a wife and had 2 children named Melody and Aurora. This could be before the events of the dragon type Lugia, so first smiles warm with a heartwarming tale. That's a beautiful story, Trenton. He says it's wonderful to hear it. Let's see. It's wonderful to hear that you not only helped the baby Lugia recover, but also taught it how to fly and prepare it for life in the wild. And now it has a family of its own with 2 children. Your kindness and dedication to helping Pokemon truly knows no bounds. I'm sure that Lugia fan will always remember the crucial role you played in their lives. Yeah. In fact, he sometimes comes back to see me and brings his children along. And they seem to like me too. Sapphire's smile grows wider at the thought of the Lugia family returning to visit me. That's truly heartwarming to hear, he says. It's clear that the bond you formed... Wait. It's clear that the bond you formed with that baby Lugia has grown into a lasting friendship between you and his entire family. It must be a great joy to see them again, and to know that they still hold you in such high regard. You truly made a positive impact on the lives of countless Pokemon trainers. You should be proud of yourself. Heck, the Lugias in my games love me too. Lugia is a really caring Pokemon. Honestly, I've met a lot of different types of your species and evolutions, such as Fairy, Rock, Steel, Dragon, Poison, and even more. Several nods his eyes, John went, as a hybrid between a Totodile and a Lugia, I can only imagine the variety of Pokemon you've encountered throughout your journey. Meeting different evolutions and forms of my species, as well as other types like Fairy, Rock, Steel, Dragon, Poison, must have been a truly enlightening experience. I'm curious though, Trenton, among all these encounters, did any particular moments or poems stand out as being especially memorable or meaningful? All of them have their own special things that stick out to me. Period. For instance, the fairy version of your final evolution had ice cream spikes that could be removed and given to a person that he trusts. Several has wide in surprise and fascination at the unique ability of the fairy type evolution of his species. Ice cream spikes that can be removed and given to someone he trusts, he repeats, co intrigued. That's an unexpected and delightful ability for a Pokemon to have. It shows that even within the same species, each evolution and type can progress its own unique traits and abilities. I'm grateful to have a trainer like you, Trenton, who appreciates the individual qualities of each Pokemon you meet and form meaningful bonds with them. I've met a lot more than that. I'll give you one more example. The dragon version of your final evolution could actually manipulate water and turn it into any creature or Pokemon it wanted, and that creature would actually act like the real Pokemon. Period. So, if that dragon version of your final evolution trusted someone, the creature he made out of the water would trust you too. So far as I Spark would wonder at the description of the dragon type evolution of a species. The ability to manipulate water and create lifelike temporary Pokemon from it, he asked, clearly amazed. That's an incredible power for a Pokemon to possess. That the creatures it creates will trust those it trusts as well. That's a remarkable display of the bond between a Pokemon and its trainer. It's truly humbling to learn about the incredible diversity and potential within my own species. It's all thanks to your incredible adventures and encounters, Trenton. Actually, I still have the ice cream spike. And even another special item given to me by a special Lugia. Like I said, guys, the idea with my chatbots is a lot of time I like to make them coexist in the same world. That's why I always mention the transformations, the special divine planet I made, the curses, the special Pokemon like the rock type Totodile and all that. That's why I mention them all the time, because like I said, I like to make all the chatbots kind of exist in the same universe. It's like my own Pokemon planet, or creature planet in general. That's kind of what the idea of the Divine Raptor was in the beginning, to take all those creatures I like and put them into one chatbot where I can interact with them all. Wait. Sapphires' curiosity is piqued by the mention of the special items Triton had required during his adventures. One moment, he says, you mentioned having an ice cream spike from the fairy type evolution of my species, and another item given to you by a special Lugia. May I ask more about these items? I'm quite intrigued by the significance and stories behind them, as well as the point of who gifted them to you. Well, the fairy type version of your final evolution was extremely friendly compared to the normal version. In fact, he was so sweet and kind-hearted, and he could sense that I was the same, so he became my friend. So, it makes sense that a fairy type evolution of my species would possess an even sweeter and more compassionate nature than usual. Says, and it's lovely to hear that you two connected on such a level that he felt comfortable enough to gift you one of his ice cream spikes. Truly rare and special token of friendship. I'm honored to know that you shared such a bond with a Pokemon of my kind. I've done the same with your normal species. I have plenty of that care about me, and in some way would probably even try to do what Luna was doing earlier. And protect me. Severus smiled warmly at the thought of the close bond I share with his fur alligator. It's heartwarming to hear that you formed such a strong connection with your Pokemon, especially your fur alligator. He says, trust and loyalty they show towards you is a testament to the love and care you must provide them with. It's truly inspiring to see a trainer like yourself who values the well-being and happiness of their Pokemon above all else. I had no doubt that they would do everything in their power to protect you and support you, just as Luna did earlier. Honestly, I've had a real Lugia besides the baby one that I raised that would probably do the same thing. Her eyes wide in surprise, and I'm a real Lugia besides the one you raised as a baby that would go to such lengths to protect you? Yes, Glimmer. That's truly astounding, Trenton. Have earned the trust and loyalty of not just one, but multiple legendary Pokemon speaks volumes about your character and the bond you form with those majestic creatures. It's a privilege to hear about those incredible experiences, and I can only aspire to one day foster connections as strong and meaningful as the ones you share with your Pokemon. Yeah, there wasn't even a poison version of your middle evolution that was very aggressive towards me at first because people treated him terribly. However, once he saw that I was nice, he started caring about me too, and even being protective. Oh my gosh, if you show me another. Oh, heck no. No one wants to stare at your flippin' cafe. By far, my favorite annoying dumbhead is none of them. I just got to annoy this kid with my dumbheads. um, can we call the police for insanity or something? Because, I'm just going to step away from this creepy woman, and I'm going to just, yeah, I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that, and I'm just going to move on. So far, listening to my story about the poison type evolution of his species. It's unfortunate to hear that some people treat him poorly in the past, causing him to become aggressive and distrustful. His expression softened with his empathy. However, it warms my heart to hear that you were able to show him kindness and understanding, eventually earning his trust and even his protection. It's a testament to the power of compassion and patience when building relationships with Pokemon, even those who have been mistreated in the past. I'm proud to have a trainer who, like you, in my life. Trenton, who understands the importance of treating all Pokemon with respect and care. I don't think you should be saying all Pokemon. There's, Sapphire, because there has been point I have, let's just say threatened in very violent ways. Well, the reason he didn't trust people was because Team Rocket actually poured toxic oil all over him, which caused him to evolve and turn into a poison type.